If you are over 60, there's a silent enemy working against you every single day. It is not just aging. It is not just being inactive. It is sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass that starts creeping in as early as your 30s and accelerates with age. You may think you are eating right, staying decently active, and managing your health, but if you're not consuming the right food, your body is losing strength faster than you realize. This is not just about vanity. This is about functionality. Your muscles protect your joints. They hold your body upright. They support your heart, your lungs, your balance, and your independence. When muscle fades, falls happen, energy dips, metabolism slows, and recovery from illness or injury takes longer. Worse? Most seniors don't even know it's happening until it's too late. Now here's what most doctors won't tell you. There's one type of food that can dramatically slow and even reverse this process. It is not a supplement. It is not a powder. It is real food, and if you're not including enough of it in your diet, your muscles are starving, literally. In this video, you're going to learn exactly what this food is, how it works on a biological level, and why most seniors are getting it completely wrong. We will also break down the fitness strategies that truly work for your age, the mental health connection to muscle strength, and how to build a financial lifestyle that supports physical vitality in your later years. This is not about theories. It's about real, usable information, because your future health starts today. 1. The silent muscle crisis in aging bodies. Muscle loss in older adults is not a minor inconvenience. It's a direct threat to independence, vitality, and life expectancy. This process, known as sarcopenia, often begins in your 30s but speeds up after age 60. Most people do not realize it's happening until they start struggling with basic movements, climbing stairs, lifting grocery bags, or standing up from a chair. That slow decline? It's not just aging, it's your muscles quietly wasting away. What causes this? It's a combination of hormonal changes, inactivity, and poor nutrition. As testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone levels decline, so does your body's ability to maintain muscle. On top of that, many seniors reduce their physical activity, often because of joint pain or the misconception that exercise is too risky. Add in a diet low in high-quality protein and essential nutrients, and you've got a recipe for muscular decline. Here's the reality. After 60, you can lose up to 8% of your muscle mass every decade. And if you're sedentary, the rate is even higher. But it's not just the loss of bulk that matters. It's strength. Losing strength affects balance, coordination, and reaction time. That's why falls become so dangerous. In fact, muscle weakness is one of the top predictors of injury, hospitalization, and long-term care needs in older adults. And here's a shocking fact. Most seniors consume less protein than they need. The outdated idea of a light senior diet, think toast, soup, and salad, doesn't cut it. Your body actually needs more protein as you age, not less, because your ability to process it declines. Without enough protein, even daily movement isn't enough to stimulate growth. Muscle loss also leads to metabolic issues. Your muscles are your body's metabolic engine. When you lose muscle, you burn fewer calories, your blood sugar regulation weakens, and your risk for diabetes, obesity, and heart disease climbs. It becomes a vicious cycle. Weak muscles, less energy, more fat, worse health. But here's the good news. It's not irreversible. You can stop this decline. You can rebuild strength, even in your 70s and 80s. The key is understanding what your body truly needs, and it all starts with the food you're eating. Not just any food, but a very specific kind of food that triggers muscle repair and growth, even in aging bodies. In the next section, we will reveal exactly what food your body is craving and why it's the missing link in most senior diets. This isn't about fads or trendy superfoods. This is about science-backed nutrition that your body recognizes and uses to maintain strength, vitality, and independence for years to come. 2. The one food that changes everything. Let's stop dancing around the truth. The single most critical food group for muscle preservation in seniors is high-quality protein. And the most effective source of that protein is animal-based protein. We are talking about lean meats, eggs, fish, and dairy, especially those rich in leucine, an amino acid that plays a direct role in stimulating muscle protein synthesis. While plant-based diets have their merits, when it comes to fighting muscle loss in aging bodies, nothing beats the efficiency, bioavailability, and complete amino acid profile of animal proteins. Here's why this matters. Your body needs essential amino acids to repair and grow muscle tissue. Animal proteins contain all of them in the right ratios your muscles can actually use. Most plant proteins are incomplete. They lack one or more of these key amino acids and require careful combining to become effective. For seniors, that's not just inconvenient, it's inefficient. One standout food is eggs, especially the yolk. Eggs are inexpensive, easy to digest, and loaded with leucine. They also contain healthy fats, B vitamins, and choline, nutrients that support muscle coordination and brain health at the same time. Another is wild-caught salmon. It's not just rich in protein, but also omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and actually enhance muscle protein synthesis when paired with resistance training. And let's not forget Greek yogurt and cottage cheese. These dairy products are rich in casein and whey, two types of protein that digest at different speeds, giving your muscles both immediate and sustained nourishment. Having a serving before bed helps reduce overnight muscle breakdown, which is often overlooked. Many seniors fear eating too much protein because they've heard it might harm their kidneys. That myth has been disproven over and over. Unless you have a pre-existing kidney condition, a high-protein diet is safe and necessary as you age. In fact, most seniors need 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. For a 70 kilo, 154 lbn person, that's 105 grams of protein per day, far more than the outdated RDA of 0.8 g/kg. Here's the truth. Your muscles don't care about the myths, they care about fuel, and protein is the raw material your body needs to rebuild. Without it, even exercise becomes less effective. Your body can't build what it doesn't have the ingredients for. If you're only eating toast for breakfast, salad for lunch, and soup for dinner, you're starving your muscles and speeding up the aging process. A better approach? Start every meal with protein first. Build your plate around eggs, chicken, lean beef, fish, or full-fat Greek yogurt. Then add your vegetables, healthy fats, and whole grains. This small change, prioritizing animal-based protein, could be the most powerful shift you make in your senior years. 3. Physical fitness plans that actually work after 60. You do not need a gym membership, a personal trainer, or fancy equipment to build muscle after 60. But you do need a smart, realistic fitness plan. The problem is, most seniors are either doing too little or doing the wrong kind of exercise. Walking is great for your heart, but it's not enough to preserve muscle mass. If you want to stay strong, independent, and energized, you must resist gravity, literally. Let's be clear. Resistance training is the gold standard for muscle retention and growth. We are talking about bodyweight exercises, resistance bands, dumbbells, or even lifting groceries with intention. Anything that challenges your muscles to push, pull, or lift will send a signal to your body that those muscles are still needed. And when your body gets that signal, it starts preserving and building muscle tissue. But you do not have to go hard. In fact, consistency beats intensity every time at this age. 2 to 3 strength-focused sessions per week, lasting 30-45 minutes, is more than enough. Focus on the big movements, squats or chair stands, push-ups, on a wall or countertop if needed, step-ups, rows, and the core engagement exercises like planks or leg raises. These movements work multiple muscle groups and support real-world functionality. Flexibility and balance training are equally critical. Stretching helps maintain mobility, while balance exercises like standing on one leg or doing heel-to-toe walks can drastically reduce your risk of falling. A fall at this stage of life isn't just painful, it can be life-changing. Every muscle you maintain reduces that risk. What about cardio? Keep it simple and low impact. Brisk walking, cycling, swimming, or even dancing can improve heart health and circulation without damaging joints. But always pair it with resistance work. Cardio alone can actually increase muscle loss if not supported by strength training and enough protein. And do not skip recovery. Aging muscles take longer to repair. You need proper sleep, hydration, and rest days between workouts. Overtraining or pushing through pain can lead to injury, which derails your progress. Listen to your body, but do not baby it. You are still capable of growing stronger, just at a different pace. A powerful strategy is habit stacking. Link your workouts to daily routines. Do bodyweight squats while waiting for your coffee. Stretch while watching TV. Use resistance bands while listening to the news. This keeps your fitness low stress and automatic. Also, track your progress. Write down how many reps you did this week compared to last. Celebrate improvements in energy, balance, and sleep. These changes are proof your body is responding. You're not too old. Your muscles simply need the right signals, and those signals come from movement, resistance, and recovery. You can build a stronger, more stable body after 60, but you must approach fitness with intent and purpose. No fluff. Just results-driven movement that supports your real life. 4. Mental health and muscle loss. The hidden connection. Most people separate physical and mental health as if they are two different systems. But here's the truth. Your mental state directly affects your muscles, and your muscle health shapes how you think and feel. Seniors often face hidden mental health struggles. Isolation, depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline. These issues aren't just emotional. They create chemical imbalances in the body that accelerate physical aging. Chronic stress increases levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. Elevated cortisol breaks down muscle tissue, increases fat storage, and makes it harder for your body to build or repair anything. So if your mind is constantly overwhelmed, your body is silently paying the price. But it goes both ways. As you lose muscle, your energy drops, your posture declines, your balance suffers, and your ability to move freely shrinks. This physical decline can make you feel useless, frustrated, even ashamed. You stop going out, you avoid mirrors, you withdraw. That isolation only deepens mental health challenges. It becomes a dangerous cycle, mental decline feeding physical decline, and vice versa. Here's the good news. Exercise is one of the most powerful antidepressants known to science, especially for older adults. Strength training and moderate aerobic activity release endorphins and boost dopamine, neurotransmitters responsible for mood, motivation, and pleasure. People who work out regularly are less likely to suffer from depression, anxiety, or even dementia. Why? Because movement isn't just good for your muscles, it's good for your brain. In fact, studies show that muscle strength correlates with brain volume in older adults. Stronger individuals have healthier white and gray matter, better memory retention, and slower cognitive decline. Your brain benefits directly from the same resistance training that builds your body. Nutrition plays a key role here too. We already talked about protein for muscles, but protein also contains amino acids like tryptophan and tyrosine, which are needed to make serotonin and dopamine. These brain chemicals regulate mood, sleep, and focus. So when you skip protein, you are not just starving your muscles, you're also starving your brain. Then there's vitamin D, found in fatty fish and egg yolks. Deficiencies in vitamin D are linked to both muscle weakness and depression. Same with omega-3s. If your diet lacks these essentials, you're giving mental illness a free pass. What you eat doesn't just fuel your body, it builds your mindset. Social connection is another factor. Working out with others, even virtually, provides structure, accountability, and human interaction. Those small social moments are more powerful than people think. Loneliness is as deadly as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Movement and conversation, together, can literally save your life. So if you've been ignoring your mental health, thinking it has nothing to do with your muscles, think again. The strongest men and women in their 60s, 70s, and beyond aren't just lifting weights. They're lifting their mindset. They're protecting their thoughts, managing stress, and eating for both clarity and strength. 5. Financial fitness and fueling your body on a budget. Let's face it, many seniors are living on a fixed income. Rising food prices, medical bills, and housing costs make it feel like eating healthy is a luxury. But here is the truth. You do not need to spend a fortune to eat in a way that preserves muscle and protects your health. You just need a smarter strategy. First, cut out the myth that eating well means buying organic kale or fancy supplements. Your body needs real food, not trendy products. The most powerful muscle-preserving foods are still some of the most affordable items in the grocery store. Eggs, canned tuna, frozen vegetables, dry beans, oats, and full-fat Greek yogurt. Eggs, for example, are one of the highest quality proteins you can buy, and they cost pennies per serving. Canned fish like sardines or tuna, packed with protein and omega-3s, shelf-stable and budget-friendly. Frozen vegetables are just as nutritious as fresh, but far cheaper and last longer. Oats, beans, and lentils are inexpensive sources of fiber and plant-based protein, helping to round out your meals. A powerful way to stretch your dollar is by cooking in batches. Make large pots of protein-rich chili, chicken stew, or egg bakes that can be portioned and frozen. This reduces waste, saves money, and ensures that you always have a muscle-supporting meal ready to go. Buying in bulk and using discount grocery chains or local farmers markets can also make a huge difference. Now, let's talk about supplements. If you're extremely low on certain nutrients, like vitamin D or B12, you may need a supplement, but do not fall into the trap of over-supplementing. Many products marketed to seniors are overpriced and unnecessary. Before buying anything, get a simple blood test and speak with a trusted professional, not an ad on TV. Financial fitness also means protecting your body so you don't rack up healthcare bills. Every dollar you spend on quality food and movement now saves you hundreds or thousands later in medication, hospital visits, or assisted care. Muscle loss leads to falls, immobility, and chronic illness. Prevention is not just health conscious, it's financially wise. If you're managing tight finances, create a simple monthly health budget. Allocate a fixed amount to food, basic exercise needs, like resistance bands or walking shoes, and any necessary checkups. Set spending limits for processed foods, alcohol, or sugary drinks. They drain your wallet and your energy. Swap soda for water, snacks for hard-boiled eggs or nuts, and drive-through meals for home-cooked staples. Also, look into community support. Many areas offer senior nutrition programs, low-cost gym access, or even group fitness classes covered by Medicare or insurance. You are not alone, and there are options out there to help you stay strong, physically and financially. The bottom line is this: you can build muscle, eat smart, and protect your long-term health without going broke. You just need to be intentional, informed, and disciplined. Prioritize foods that serve your body, skip the fluff, and make every dollar count. Your muscles are your independence, your power, and your protection as you age. But they will not stick around without your action. The right food, the right movement, the right mindset, all of it matters. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, just choices that keep you strong, sharp, and capable. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent, intentional, and informed. Whether you are 60 or 90, it is never too late to reclaim your strength. Feed your body. Move with purpose. Guard your mind. And protect your future. Because aging is inevitable, but muscle loss is not.